Val's speech. Rocio?
Right, thank you, John. Yes. Overall, great speech, Val. I've seen you improve from the beginning. I've seen your initial speech, and then I've now seen your fifth speech. So overall, great. I've seen the improvement over time. Just a few things that I've liked. I really like the structure of your speech. It had the introduction, the body, and the paragraph. The introduction, you really put together a story, which I think a lot of us can relate to. So I really like that you used a relatable story. And every time throughout the body of your speech, you're able to interact with the group. So you found questions you would ask the group, so that's great. You kept us engaged. And then you would also use humor as well. I noticed that at the beginning, which is good. With your story, you engaged us with something that we found humorous. So, and even through your speech, you did a great job of really engaging the audience and keeping us engaged. I again like the topic of your speech because it's something that's relatable. So you kept us engaged. One thing that I really liked is, and I've learned that it's important, is to leave the audience with a lesson learned and something that they can do. So you told us kind of through your speech, you told us what HSP stands for, how we can help, and at the end, you told us kind of what we can do to help those people that have HSP, which is most of us, and how we can help each other and how we can help those that have this. So that's a good thing to have. It's always, you leave the audience with something to work on and improve, which is great. Another thing that I liked is that you use hand gestures, and it really helps deliver your speech. But in a few things that I would recommend to improve on is the hand gestures itself. So not in the sense, you did great with your hand gestures, but it was a little bit hard to see just because of the angle of the camera. So I do agree with Trevor. One thing that we're, as stuck virtually is giving these speeches sitting down. So that's okay because you can pretend you're at a meeting. So just make sure maybe you can angle the camera so we can see like your hand gestures. So pretend you're at a meeting if you are sitting down. But another thing to try, like Trevor said, if you practice giving a speech standing up. So when we do go back to normal, or if there's an instance where we have to go back, even if we're still at home, you have to go back and present, giving a speech standing would help. And then another thing he mentioned as well, Trevor mentioned, is props. I know your speech may not require a PowerPoint, or you might not need it, but it's also nice to have something random. So like pretending that you have like the teddy bear or whatever you were giving around, that would have been nice to hold, or something like that. It is, you did a great job engaging us and keeping us engaged, but like Trevor said, at the end of the day, we'll remember that you had the ball or the teddy bear, and that really would stick to us, what you taught us at the end. So overall, great speech. Thank you.
Thank you, Rocio.